Hello, hello, intuitive friends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, as you will find all my information there. For those of you that are watching me live, you could take a look at my chat where you will find the links there for you. If you're watching this after the live stream and you would like to take part in future readings, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and then you will be alerted once I do a live stream. And once you are alerted, all you need to do, or notified, all you need to do is, Ace, stop. All you need to do is come back to the live stream, go to the chat. Ace, no. Sit. All right, intuitive friends. Good boy, stay. Excellent. Good boy. All right, intuitive friends, welcome. Please note that I will only take the first 5 subscribers. If you already participated and got a free reading on December 19th, December 20th, or December 21st, then you will not be added to today's list. For those of you who already received a free reading, the next live free reading that you'll be able to participate will be the week of January 1st, 2026. All right, intuitive friends, let's see who's here. Please know that I will call you in the order that you have appeared. And also, intuitive friends, please know that, all right, sorry. Please know that this is not a personal reading where you ask me questions. So if you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to join me for my super chat lives. You ask, I answer. Okay? All right, intuitive friends, let's see who's here. And let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching. Hopefully you've all had a great holiday if you celebrate. If not, you just may have had a great week. Today is Friday. And let's see who's here. Hello, hello, intuitive friends. Don't forget to hit that like. Okay. Give me some thumbs up. Let me know that you are liking the free lives. All right. So I see some of you here who already may have gotten a reading. Okay. Hold on a second. All right. So let's jump into. All right, we'll see. All right, intuitive friends, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I will be channeling messages focusing on goodbye to the old you 2025 and hello to the new you for the new year. All right, that being said, intuitive friends, let me review the following. Super important. This is a live reading for YouTube subscribers only. Those of you who would like to participate and get an extra reading with extra details and extra time, all you need to do is drop a super sticker or a super chat to get extra time. Other than that, it will be a quick 5-minute reading. which is the reason I'm saying it's a mini reading. That being said, intuitive friends, uh, we're going to say, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the goodbye to the old you of 2025 and hello to the potential new you for the new year of 2026. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. My credentials are down below in the description box as well as in the chat. If you want to find out your other astrological placements, guess what? Free resources are here. Take a look in the chat. You will see, find your other astrological placements if you're interested in free. Oh, did I put the right one there? Hold on. I think I might have misplaced that link there. Don't worry, I'll give it to you in the description. For other free resources that I have here on my channel, just take a look. All right, sorry, intuitive friends. My phone is acting extra today. Give me 1 second, guys. All righty. I do have some free resources for those of you who are interested. Free resources are in the chat, and you could take a look at that. We have the energy healing session for free on my channel, as well as the nighttime affirmations for those of you who are interested. That being said, intuitive friends, please read the legal disclaimer. It is down below in the description box as well as in the chat. I will call you in the order that you've appeared on the chat list. The legal disclaimer is as follows. For entertainment purposes only, of course, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. If you received a free mini reading on December 19th, December 20th, or December 21st, you will not be added to today's list. I'm only taking the first 5 subscribers only. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm closing the list. Please understand that I'm not doing readings for personal questions. The only one question that I'll be channeling for today is saying goodbye to the old you and hello to the potential new you for the new year. If you do have a personal question to ask, then join my super chat live, one of which is the You Ask and I Answer. I also have open-ended super chats, such as Let's Spill the Tea. Okay. What's going on with? So if you're interested in that, continue to subscribe to the channel. All right, intuitive friends, we have here Daniela. Hello, Daniela. Welcome. Daniela, I have to check to see if you've gotten a reading, but let me see. All right. I don't think so. Sunshine, Monica, Lotus, and Irene. Lovely. Hold on, give me 1 second. No, I haven't added you, so I'll be adding you to today's list. Okay, Daniela, don't go anywhere. You're coming up first on the list, okay? All righty. So number 1, we have Daniela. Number 2, we have Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, let's see if you've been on the list. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Excellent, Lisa. You haven't been on the list for this round, so I'll add you to the list. Lisa, IS3 ZI. Good morning, Lisa. Number 3, we have Izzy. Hello, Izzy. How are you? Great to see you. Let's see, Izzy. Were you on the list? Yes, you were. Okay. You were on the list on the 21st, but thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Always a pleasure to say hi. Hello. Ava, Eve. Hello, Eve. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look. I know that you weren't on, but I just always have to make sure. Okay, Eve, you are at number 3. Eve, J, you are at number 3. Remember, in Twitter friends, if you are unable to make the list today, it's not a problem. I will be on throughout the rest of the week. All right, all the way through. Just different times. So it's super important for you to turn on your notification bell and all alerts. Okay. So at number 4, we have Jazz. Okay, Jazz, let's make sure that you weren't on the list prior. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, Jazz. Jazz, you are at number 4. Jazz Z8S. Okay, welcome. And our last and final. Hello. Hello, Big 215. When is the super chat live? I'll let you guys know because I still have to do the readings for 2026, which I already did Aries and Leo. So if you are in Aries or Leo, take a look at your quarterly 2026 readings. They are already in the monthly section. Okay. So take a look at that. But I have to do like the rest of the readings, which I haven't gotten a chance to do. Oh, okay. Lisa just wrote, I got a reading about a week ago. Someone else can take my spot. All right. Thank you so much, Lisa. All right. So if that's the case, Ava, you're at Eve, you're at number 2. Jazz, you're at number 3. Thank you so much. And I have 2 more spots available. Look at that. Thank you so much, Lisa, for explaining that. All right, so we have Daniela, we have Eve, we have Jazz, and then we have 2 more spots. One of which is gonna go to. So Izzy, yeah, you did get a reading, Izzy. Yeah, you're correct. At number 4, we have Ed Garcia. Welcome. And then after Ed, we have just Janelle. Wait, Ed, did you get a reading before? No, I don't think so. Yeah. No, you didn't. Okay, so Ed, you're at number 4, and then just Janelle, you made it in time. You are at number 5. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. If you weren't able to get on today's list, no worries, because I will be on during the rest of the weekend, during the rest of the week. Okay. So no worries. Just continue to subscribe, and I'm not having a brand new list until the first week of January 1st. And that's intentional. That's so that all of you who haven't had an opportunity yet can have an opportunity. Very, very important, intuitive friends, for you to turn on your notification bell and all alerts so that you can get on that list very quickly. That being said, let's take a look at the list one more time, and then we're going to jump into the readings. Before I start the readings, let's say hello to the rest of the people that are on the list here who weren't able to make it. Nettie P, hello. And Firebird Rules, hello. Welcome, welcome. Izzy, thank you so much. And Lisa, thank you so much for you giving away your spot. Oh, okay. All right. So Lisa gave her spot. No worries. Maybe you'll make it next time. All right. All right. Jazz, 2 I'm sorry, Jazz Z8S, you are on the list. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the readings because I do need to do that Sagittarius reading and I need to do Taurus's reading for the year of 2026. I'm doing the quarterly readings. If you don't know what that is, it's where I take every sign and give you an overview. Okay, an overview of the potential key themes or energies that may be present in the quarter reading. So that's starting with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. If you missed it, try to take a look at them. I did that reading, that same format in 2022. So I've been doing that format since 2022. I want to say I skipped it last year because last year I was not here in New York. But wherever I go, you guys go with me. So I was doing the readings from Puerto Rico. So there we go. All right, intuitive friends. All right. Daniela, you are at number 1. Number 2, we have Eve, AIV underscore J. You are at number 2. Jazz, Z8S. You are at number 3. Ed Garcia, you are at number 4. And Just Janelle 10, you are at number 5. All of those of you who are coming in a little later, just know that the list has closed. Hello, Kona Flawless. Welcome. Great to see you again, my dear. Okay, let me write closed session. All right, so Daniela, let's jump in straight into your reading, my dear. Intuitive friends, please know that this is a free mini reading, 5-minute reading. And also, intuitive friends, please note that if you are interested in extending your reading, all you need to do is drop a super chat or a super chat or a super sticker, and I will automatically add more time to the one question that I am channeling, which is what we're saying goodbye to. What are you saying goodbye to the old you? And what are we saying hello to the new, potential new you for 2026? All right, intuitive friends. I'm doing well, Kona. Thank you so much, my love. All right, Daniela. Thank you so much, Daniela, for your super. Oh, where's my, there it is. The one, the only, the. Yes, thank you for your super. All right. Daniela, let's take a look here. What are you saying goodbye to here potentially for 2026? The old you. What are you saying goodbye to? Daniela, thank you so much for your super. You are going to now have a super reading. Let's take a look here, Daniela. What's coming through for you? What are we saying goodbye to? What are you saying goodbye to? Let's see. The old you. It says here, healing takes time. Progress is not always linear. Trust that even setbacks are part of the process. So you're saying goodbye to the micromanaging of the expectation that you feel how healing should take place. Your vision in your mind of what the process of healing should be like, should look like, should feel like. Okay. So let's say you take 10 steps forward in your healing process, and maybe for whatever reason, there may be a situation, circumstance, event, maybe someone's hearing someone's name, maybe seeing something that triggers your memory, but there's something that triggers that part of you that all of a sudden you may take 3 steps back from the healing process that you've been doing. And that's totally fine. Okay. Healing is not linear. Sometimes we take a very long time to let go, okay, of what we have been holding in attachment, whether those are old patterns, whether it's the shadow self, whether it's the fear of being alone, whether it's feeling powerless over a situation, circumstance, or event, whether it's the uncomfortability of getting out of the comfort zone. But this is here to tell you that you're saying goodbye to the expectation of what you feel or think that healing should look like. Okay. You may say to yourself, okay, you know what? In 3 months, I should be back to normal. I should, whatever normal is, right? I should be fine. I shouldn't be thinking about this, that, and the other. And that may not be the case. It may not be as easy as just 3 months. It may take a year. It may take a little longer. That doesn't mean that you can't move your life forward. Of course, you're moving and you're growing and you're moving forward, but you're also allowing yourself to acknowledge that um, healing is not a set timeline. Okay. So this is what you're saying goodbye to, this expected outcome or expected type of how things are going to be moving. Okay. Let's see here what else is coming through for you. Just Janelle. Thank you so much, Just Janelle. Actually, let me, because if I don't put the asterisks, I will forget. So Daniela and Just Janelle, thank you so much, my dear, for your super. All right, so Daniela, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. What are you saying goodbye to here potentially? Remember, intuitive friends, the next new list will be coming out the first week of January 1st, 2026. In the meantime, don't forget to take a look at the monthly readings, which I'm doing something very different that I did back in 2022, and that's the quarterly reading, giving you a key overview of the key themes that I'm seeing. And then, of course, throughout 2026, you'll get more messages. All right, let's take a look here. Daniela, it says here, apathetic. Says here, I prefer to remain focused on my life right now. Beautiful. This is the new you talking. This is the potential new you coming through saying, okay, you know what? I understand that healing takes time. I understand that progress is not always linear. It's not going to look the way I want it to look every single time. But I'm also open to understand that as I am working through the healing process, I'm also going to be very much focused on what matters to me. And what matters to me is the new me, the new goals, the end, your ambition, your motivation, your focus to move in a new direction in whatever area of your life this may be talking about. This could be finances, this could be career, this could be areas of your life. This could be new goals, new projects that you have. Okay, doesn't have to be career related, but it could be personal growth. So apathetic is like saying to yourself, listen, I prefer to remain focused on my life right now and not worry so much about what I'm letting go or what no longer is making itself valuable in my life. Okay, let's take a look at what else. This is a great way to start here in the sense. Just making sure, though, I do want to talk about the apathetic in a way, because this energy is great. You're focusing on the things that you need to focus on right now. As long as you're not ignoring the healing that is taking place, then this is good. Then it's a good balance. But if you are compensating or overcompensating, letting go of the past by only focusing on your life right now and not allowing yourself to work with the healing, in a balanced way, then that would be kind of like leaning more in one direction than the other. So you can have one foot in the healing process continuously. Okay, we are all evolving, we are all in progress, while still focusing on what it is that you want to accomplish and focusing on your own life. Okay. So as long as it's done with a sense of balance and positivity, then this is actually a good positive vibrational card. But if you're just tipping too much on thinking about your life in a way that is like trying to turn a blind eye on the healing as if like it doesn't exist, then that would be something here that wouldn't be as positive, right? So as long as there is a moderation of you taking your time to heal while also allowing yourself to focus on your life right now, then that's a great balance. Okay, just wanted to make sure that we understand that. Okay, look at this. It says the one who unfolds. Ooh, this is very, very beautiful. It says suave. It says embrace, self-care. The new you of 2026 is about taking care of yourself first. Not in a not in a selfish way, but in a way where it's super important for you to say to yourself, well, you know what? I can't give from an empty cup. I can't continue to allow either this person, situation, circumstance, event to drain me to the point where I am like not receiving or not caring for myself the way that I should. Okay. So the one who unfolds is the one who unfolds in a sense of nurturing, like the Empress in tarot. Okay. Where you're nurturing your yin energy, you're allowing yourself to grow into this new life abundant phase, a productive stage in your life that requires you to put yourself at the top of the list. It's not what just benefits other people, but does it benefit you? Are you being valued here? Okay. So this sense of like, and again, it's not in a negative way, but it's in a way of like, I am, sitting comfortably as the high priestess, right? Is this energy of like, I don't need to be chasing. Uh I need to be attracting, okay? And so this is the energy here with the one who unfolds, okay? Let's continue with the rest of the reading here. Of course, as we know, this is a super reading, so let's give you more details here. So beautiful energy here. Give me 1 second. This lighting is not at the most optimal like I would like it to be. So let's see here. How is that looking? Yeah, that's looking better. All righty. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Intuitive friends, if you missed or weren't able to get on this list, don't worry, I will be back throughout the week, okay? So let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Give me more here in regards to Daniela's new Daniela for potentially new Daniela for 2026, the new year. Let's see what's coming through. So we have here the anchor. So you're going to be focusing more on your stability, your security, okay? You're not going to allow the healing process to get you off course, all right? So anchor is about security, it's about stability. It's also about allowing yourself to be grounded and centered. So if I were you, 2026, focus a lot on your root chakra, 396 hertz solfeggio frequency. When you are grounded, it doesn't matter how much the water is swaying. This anchor is not going to move. No matter what may be happening around you, there's a sense of being centered. And as long as you are centered, you're going to be able to move forward. Okay. After that, we have the writer. Okay. The writer is all about developing yourself. Okay. Snake, be very careful here about your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Be very careful of not allowing yourself to fall back into old patterns that are not beneficial for you, or fears, okay? The fear of like, I don't want to be alone, or mistaking someone's attention as intention. Two different things, okay? Two different things. So this is talking about you are not allowing yourself to fall into the self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, or old patterns of behavior that you may have been attached to or holding on to things, to people, to situations that no longer serve you, just because you would rather have someone or something there rather than facing life alone. Okay, so those would be examples, and I'm not saying this is you, but I'm just giving you examples of what self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs or holding on to attachments look like. Okay, that's why the opposite of this card would be this card, the one who unfolds, the one who embraces your personal growth, the one who allows self-care to be at the top of the list. And when you place yourself in a position that you're pouring into you, then that means you are valuing yourself. So you're not going to allow people who do not value you, who do not value your time, or who do not value um your efforts, right? They don't value what you say, they don't respect what you say. Okay, you're not going to be allowing yourself to be dealing with those type of people or situations. So very beautiful kind of opposite energy here. So there may have been some things here in 2025 that you just kept trying to, CPR, CPR, like trying to keep alive, okay, when you should have let it go. So, again, beautiful energy here on what may be potentially unfolding for you, okay, for this beautiful energy, the new you for the new year. All right, let's take a look. And it's interesting because I'm getting like someone pleading, someone crying, like that energy that you can't be bringing that into 2026. Like, ooh, okay, that just popped out. Secure, serendipity, finding the perfect time, quantum abundance. Okay, listen. Sometimes, and it's funny because I was talking about that, keeping something alive. Okay, you got to pay attention to that pattern of behavior of you hanging on to either someone or something longer than you should. Okay, because the snake is about someone who is wrapped up. You see that snake wrapped up in their own way of thinking and doing something, and maybe even giving too many chances for something or someone. When people show you who they are the first time, believe them. Okay, believe it. So this here, sometimes we don't allow ourselves to be in the empress energy. Okay, because we give people way too many chances than they deserve. Okay, it's like, you see it, you see the evidence, but you're like, but maybe if I, but maybe if I, but maybe if I. And that you're wasting time is money. It might not be money as intangible, but as money as in it's valuable. Okay, so in 2026, allow yourself to value your time. Okay, if someone does not value your presence or value your time, then don't continue to invest. If someone is inconsistent, if someone's words and actions don't align, don't waste your time. Okay, let them heal and do whatever healing that they need to do or fix themselves before they show up in your Empress energy. All right. So you have here surreal. Allow yourself to be aligned and more connected. This new you in the new year is going to allow yourself to be more open to seeing the sign symbol synchronicities, to allow yourself to look at that. It says clues in the inner world, dreams presented beloved. Okay, staying in the present, staying grounded is going to allow you to connect more with the ethereal. It's going to allow you to feel more centered and more balanced, and then you're going to be able to, in a way, not only connect with yourself and connect with the ground, connect with the anchor, the security and the stability, but is also going to allow you to connect your crown chakra to the ethereal as well. Okay, let's take a look here at what else is coming. Okay, let's see. Haystack and throne, exactly what I talked about at the top of the reading. I talked about you sitting in your throne and not allowing yourself. Oh, you have haystack, you have something underneath. We'll talk about that in a minute. I talked about your throne. When you place yourself in a position that you are valuing yourself and you place in a position where you only are dealing with people and situations that value your time and your presence, you give yourself, you show people that not only you value yourself, but you mean what you say, and you say what you mean. So there's a level of respect. Remember, okay, respect is in the manner in which you carry yourself and the manner of expectations and boundaries that you have in your life. Okay, Daniela? So if there is a sense of you ensuring that there is a maintained healthy boundary, people are not going to pass it. And if they're not going to, move, they're not going to trespass that energy unless you allow it. Okay? So again, there you have throne. Let's take a look at haystack. Haystack says karma. You will reap what you have sown. Okay. So again, people are going to reap what they sow with you in 2026. If they're not showing that they are not only valuing, but if they're not investing their time, their energy, and their focus, and it's not in a healthy way, you're not going to be paying attention to that energy. The new you of 2026 is like, listen, you're going to get from me what you invest in me. If you're inconsistent, I'm not going to pay attention to you. You're not going to get my attention. But if you are a person who is consistent, right? You're telling other people, if you're not if you're consistent and you show that there's a level here that you value me, and then I will value whatever is going on here, right? So people are going to get what they invest in you, however that may be in 2026. So this new you is more confident and more standing in her own power. Bag. Ooh, money bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise or something very valuable. Okay. Again, I talked about value from the top of the reading, and I'll say it again. So this is just validation, confirmation on what I was feeling. I told you the Empress energy in tarot is about the abundant phase in your life. Okay, the productive stage, your new life, the slow growth, the nurturing your yin energy. Okay, all that is very valuable. When you value yourself, other people will respond in kind. But if you are not being very firm in your boundaries, then it gives the impression to other people that you're not valuing yourself, because they could do whatever they want. Okay, so very, very interesting. Last but not least, let's take a look at your last and final card. Up next, we have Eve AIV_J. You are up next. So come on down. Let's just say this. Listen carefully. A queen sits in her throne, right? Symbolically. I'm not saying, in a egotistical type of way. But if you know who you are, you're not going to allow certain things it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And if you keep attracting the same individuals and the same energy that you did in 2025, and you want to stop that, then this is saying it's time for you to sit on your throne. You got to value yourself. You may say one thing, but if you do another, it's not consistent. So if you're not consistent with your own self, and if you're not consistent with how you set your boundaries, then people are not going to take you seriously. They're going to think they could come and go as they please. You know what I mean? So there you go. So that's the energy that I'm getting here. You money bag. You are valuable. So carry yourself in a way where people know that they may do their tricks and trades or whatever it is that they do with other people, but when they step up to you, they know they have to come correctly. But it's all in your energy here. Ooh, okay, that didn't flip. Okay. So very, very, very important here. Okay, remember 2026 is the year of one. So the year of one is about new beginning. So you got to set the record straight. Look at that. The void. This new you potentially will be embodying the empowerment, the growth, friendships, You're going to be relaxed. You're not going to be in the chaser dynamic. You're not going to be worried about who likes me, who pays attention to me, who doesn't pay attention to me. That's not queen energy. Okay? You have joy, you have openness, exploration. You're going to allow yourself to explore, get out of your comfort zone, and balance. It says you have more control over your life than you realize. Again, I said it before, that queen energy. I said it before, the one who unfolds into this queen that stands in her own power. Again, doesn't matter which card I pick out, it's going to say the same thing, because this is the energy here that you may be allowing yourself to bring forth in the new year. It says you have more control over your life than you realize. Pursue your interests and take action to transform your circumstances. You see, only you are the captain of your own ship. You let people come on your ship, and you could tell people, you're not coming on my ship. You know what I mean? So that's that energy here. Okay. Things will improve with time. Okay. Because it's going to take time for you to let go of these habits. Okay. As things will improve with time, you will have plenty of opportunities to make new friends, new people, new circles, new friends. See, getting out of your comfort zone, saying bye to the people that were sponging off this energy, depleting you. It says here, so relax, have fun, and open up. Step outside. What did I say? Step outside and embrace the world around you. In other words, step outside of your comfort zone and embrace, like I said here, and you'll see at the bottom of the card, it says embrace, okay? Embracing the new you for 2026. You do have here the number 2002. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 4 is all about stability, validation, confirmation. On what? On Anchor. Anchor is about stability and clarity. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. Daniela, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have Eve. But before we jump into Eve's reading, I do want to say hello to all of you. Welcome, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today, I'll be focusing only on one question and one question only, and that is you saying goodbye to the old you and taking a look at the new potential new you for the new year in 2026. Remember, intuitive friends, I'm only taking five subscribers. The list is already closed, but feel free to join me throughout the rest of the week. Up next, we have Eve J. But before we jump to Eve J's reading, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. For those of you who are new to the channel, don't forget to take a look at the monthly readings. Okay, I'm doing the monthly readings in a quarterly fashion this year. I have done those readings in the past. 2022 was the first year I did it in that way. So don't forget, intuitive friends, take a look at those readings, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate it. No worries, intuitive friends. If you didn't have an opportunity to join this live, you will be able to join at a later date and time, as I will be coming up throughout the rest of the week. All right. Up next, we have Eve. Eve, if you're here, come on down. Okay, I'm still going to do the readings. I'm just going to go right after the others. So if you're not here, you're going to have to take a look at your reading later. Okay, so no worries. Just so that I don't have people coming into the other readings trying to get their readings that they ended up missing the last time. Okay, so it just speeds things up. I do want to say thank you to Daniela for her super. Greatly appreciate it. I also want to thank Just Janelle for your super as well. Greatly appreciate it. All right. All right. Up next, we have Eve. Okay. So for those of you who are wondering what a super looks like, that's what a super looks like, a super reading. Okay. Up next, we have Eve, and let's jump straight into the reading. AIV_J. Okay, Eve J. If you are here, come on down. If not, no worries. I'm still doing your reading. Just you're gonna have to take a look at it later. Okay. That being said, let's see what you may be saying goodbye to here, Eve. The old you, the old 2025 you. Okay, what are you saying goodbye to? Chances are maybe you've been working on this specific thing that or specific energy that this may be talking about for you, but let's see. Hello, Nana. Welcome. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much, Nana. My apologies. I didn't get a chance to look further down. You were, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Nana. All right, Eve, let's see what's coming through. AIV_J. We have here, what are you saying goodbye to? You're saying goodbye to the guilt trip, meaning not allowing other people to guilt trip you. Maybe there may have been here a situation, circumstance, or event. I don't know if you guys can see, but Ace just wants to join the reading all of a sudden. Here with the guilt trip, you're saying goodbye to the people who may have been guilt tripping you here when you have placed your foot down here in 2025. Now, this could be something that you've been working on for quite some time, or maybe something that you're like making sure that you master. But the guilt trip, let's take a look at what it says there. Oh, Ace, you've come at, okay. You're releasing unnecessary guilt. You're releasing unnecessary guilt. You're releasing remorse, feeling bad. The energy that you get with the people pleasing, right? So people pleasing, if you don't do or say what someone is expecting, you're no longer going to allow yourself to say yes to things that you want to say no to, or to say no to the things that you want to say yes to. So it's you really being in your power here, so to speak, not allowing yourself to feel bad for either maintaining strong, healthy boundaries or saying no when something doesn't feel right. So you're not yesing everything. You're not people pleasing in any sort of way. Okay. There's a sense here of you allowing yourself to let go of the guilt. It says self-blame keeps you chained to cycles of suffering. So I feel here you're saying goodbye. You're releasing yourselves from these energetic binds or chains or bondage here, whether that is mentally or emotionally here. Okay, Eve? So you're not allowing yourself to be guilt tripped into situations, circumstances, or events, or feel bad when you have to really put your foot down here in regards to whatever this may be. So in 2025, there may have been situations, circumstances, or events that may have kind of placed you in a position where you had to learn this lesson, or maybe you've learned it from the past. You know, maybe this is just saying, remember, you're letting this go. You're not bringing this energy to 2026. Okay. So letting go of this old 2025 view is saying, and if you've been doing this already, this is saying, great job, because you've been able to recognize that pattern and you're allowing yourself to outgrow things that you need to outgrow, whether it's your own pattern of doing things, whether it's something that's been living in your mind or in your heart rent free. Let's continue with your reading. Up next, we have Jazz. Jazz, you are up next. Don't go away, because you're up next. Look at that. Exactly what I said. You're going to be more honest with yourself. Okay. And what do I mean being honest with yourself? You're really going to take a look at how you truly feel or think about something. And you're going to follow through with what you truly want to do, not what other people want you to do, not what other people want you to say, not how other people want you to move about something here. So in 2026, you're going to allow yourself to embrace the honesty of what it is to say exactly what you think, go and move in the direction that you want to move to. You're being unapologetically yourself, authentically yourself. Okay. So if someone doesn't appreciate it or someone doesn't like it, well, then that's their issue. Okay. So this is this energy of like, I'm not going to say yes when I mean no, and I'm not going to say no when I want to say yes. Okay. You're going to get yourself out of that, paradigm of either people pleasing or feeling guilty or blaming yourself for things that have nothing to do with you, or that people aren't feeling great about because they're not benefiting from you. Okay. And that could be the case here, that maybe you are the type of individual who's open, who's honest, who's nice, who's generous, and people take your generosity and turn it into like something that you have to do rather than something that you would want to do or not want to do, right? So honesty here says, I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions. Again, I'm going to say that. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. So even when it's difficult for you to maintain your stance, you in 2026, the new you is saying, I'm not going to waver from whatever it is that I'm thinking, feeling, or sharing. What else do we have going on here? Let's take a look at the next deck. Ooh, okay. So I was doing that. That wants to come up. Exactly what I said a little while ago, but I'll take a different one. I'll take another one out, I should say, add on to that message. And you have, yep, two. You saw that, right? I didn't pick out the first one. That one popped up when I was going to shuffle. But guess what? Both have a very, very, very similar kind of posture. So let's talk about that. The first one says, the one who listens, understanding, witness, and compassion. This is talking about, yes, you're a good person, you're a compassionate person, and like I said before, people take advantage of that. Okay, so that doesn't mean that you're not going to be compassionate in 2026. It just means here that you're not going to allow yourself to not be able to voice your opinion or kind of downplay what it is that you feel or what your heart's desire is. Okay, so this is saying, yes, you're going to continue to be the generous, nice person that you are. You're going to listen to others, but you're not going to allow your voice to be dimmed or your light to be dimmed just because other people want their way, or they want to move things in a direction they want to move, or they want to see something in the way they want to see it. It might not be authentically in connection to your heart's desire. So that's what this is talking about, is you standing up for yourself and saying, you know what? I agree with this, but I disagree on that. And that's okay. Okay. This is also saying here, the one who changes, transformation, change, enchantment. Now, if you take a look at this person here, they have their hands over their throat chakra, which, by the way, is the body energy center, which is symbolized by the color blue. So this is saying you're going to speak your truth, even if your truth is not welcomed by others, because that's not what they want to hear. So in order for you to live your authentic self, live your authentic life, and allow yourself to be honest with your heart's desire, you will need to change that part of you who may be either afraid or hesitant or a bit apprehensive when you say what you say. Okay, or when you do the things that you do, because it's not just about saying, it's also about action. Okay, so no worries about that, because this new you is like, listen, I'm just going to be living my unapologetically authentic type of life, so that's what this is talking about here. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, new beginnings. Look at that. The number 9 is 2025. If you add the number 2025, you get the number 9. So this year is about cycles that you are closing. So maybe you've been working on this energy already, and this is just reminding you, yes, it's time to close that chapter where there was a feeling here of like if someone guilt tripped you, you felt like a sense of blame, or like not standing in your power, meaning what you say and saying what you mean. Okay. New beginning says here, this new you may be potentially embracing this new you of opportunity, courage, achievement, endings, like I said, wrapping things up in 2025 so that you can have a new beginning, adventure, and love, with loving yourself first. Okay. It says, keep an eye out for an opportunity that could change everything. You are completing something significant. This year, 2025, you were completing something, learning the final lesson in something. Okay. It says, you are completing something significant, and it's rewarding to see yourself level up to a place again where you're going to say what you mean and mean what you say. And it says, and it's rewarding to see yourself level up. It's time to close old chapters and embrace the new adventure that's about to unfold. So there you go. Eve, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Eve. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls. All right, up next, we have Jazz. But before we jump into Jazz's reading, for those of you who are joining me now, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Unfortunately, the list is closed. However, continue to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, because I will be doing these free live mini readings throughout the rest of the week. So it's super important for you to get on that chat list as soon as possible. And the only way that you'll be able to do that is if you remain subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. So when I get on and do a live, you are going to get notified. Okay, so that's how this works. Okay, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Up next, we have Jazz. Okay, thank you so much, Jazz, for stopping by. For those of you who are watching, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. Those are going to be super important because I'm doing the quarterly readings. Okay, granted, I only have Aries and Leo up, but I will be catching up with those readings this week. Okay, so you can have them, if not all before the 1st, at least have them by the 1st week of January. Okay, which is still in time for the rest of that quarterly reading. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the reading here for Jazz. And for those of you who are interested, remember that you can end up getting a super chat reading. A super reading by dropping either a super sticker or a super chat. I'm only channeling the messages focusing on what we're saying goodbye to in 2025 in regards to you, and the hello to the new you potentially here for the new year of 2026. That being said, let's jump into the reading for Jazz and let's see what's coming through for you. All right, Jazz, let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. Welcome. All right, and we have here, Jazz, it says the soul's longing. The soul's longing. Okay, it says, what parts of yourself have you neglected? And again, this is a rhetorical question. You don't need to answer this, but what you should do is take the time to do a little bit of soul searching here. Hold on a second. Yeah, Jazz. Okay. Sorry, Jazz, for spits that I didn't. Okay, there we go. For you to take a look at the soul, your soul searching. Okay, Jazz. So embody the Hermit card in tarot. for these last few days of 2025. Allow yourself to do the soul searching, the solitude, and the introspection, looking at the truth here of the things that you've encountered in 2026. I'm sorry, in 2025. The things that you've encountered in 2025, and and ask yourself, what parts of myself have I neglected? Okay. It says here, your soul is calling for a deeper connection. So, taking a look at what you have disconnected yourself from, those ideas, that inspiration that you said that you were going to do in 2025, or these moves that you were going to do in 2025, were you able to do it? And if you did, well, was it successful? What did you learn? How can you make it better for 2026? If you didn't, then find out why. Why was it that when the new year in 2025 came, I was very set and focused on doing something in one way, but as 2025 unfolded, I allowed myself to move in another direction, and I feel kind of blah about that decision. So, this is talking about allowing yourself to connect with that part of yourself and say, well, what I promised myself in January 1st of 2025, was I able to fulfill it? And if not, why not? And say to yourself, well, what do I need to learn or to correct so that I can self pivot, so that I can course correct and not make the same mistake in 2026? Okay. So, very, very interesting energy here in regards to your soul's longing. You're longing for something. There's something about you that really wishes and desires something, but there could be here some type of self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Doesn't have to be, but it could. So this is saying, well, what is it that your heart's really desiring? And why are you not accomplishing it? Or what are you doing to accomplish it, right? What are you doing within your, your day to day, to allow yourself to set one step closer to those ambitions, those dreams, or that specific kind of energy here that you want to see in your life, that personal growth, whether it's career, whether it's finances, whether it's connection, whether it's love, whether it's family, whether it's whatever it may be. There you go. You need to say goodbye to something here. And it may be a little bit challenging at first because maybe you still want to hang on to a certain idea of wanting to do something in a specific way. And maybe life is telling you, kind of change that up a little bit. Take a look at what's another way to get towards that goal? What is another way to get yourself to that finish line? Maybe the way that you have imagined, maybe you need to tune it up, touch it up. Okay. Maybe you need to close chapters here, or to continue to close those chapters here in 2025, so that you can say goodbye to the old you of 2025 and say hello to the potential new you for the new year of 2026. So goodbye says here, the moment has come to part ways. It says here, our paths are diverging and it's time to let go. Okay. So there may be something here in 2025 that you've been really, really focusing on hanging on to. But the more you try to hang on to something that does not um, increase or give back to the positivity that you need to live in this lifetime in regards to your life purpose or your soul's purpose, the more you hang on to this either person, situation, circumstance, or event, when in reality, you notice that you are parting ways, whether energetically, whether mentally, whether emotionally, and you're holding on to it because you don't want to let it go. This is saying the more you hold on to it, the less you're going to allow yourself to pivot into a new direction. Whether this thing that you're holding on to is old patterns, old storylines, a person or a situation that no longer values you, that no longer treats you in a way that you should be treated, or values you in a way that you need to be valued. So this is saying, Don't allow your fears, your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, your fear of either being alone or not being validated by someone or something that really is not where you need it to be. It's not contributing positivity in your life. So there's a sense of you needing to say goodbye to either that person, that situation, that circumstance, that event, or that environment. So you can't be holding on to things that no longer serve you, because if you do, then you can't complain about why things are the way they are, because you're allowing those things to exist in your energy field, and you're allowing it to live in your energy field because you refuse to let go of old scripts in your mind, or to do things very different. Or maybe you get defensive when people um give you constructive criticism. Maybe you start getting a little bit annoyed. It starts triggering things inside of you. And if that does happen, then this is saying you need to take a look at why do those things that people say, whether true or not, why does it bother you so much? Why do you get defensive? Why does it, the moment somebody opens that chapter, it stings? And if it stings, it means the heel is not fully, the wound is not fully healed. Okay. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, the new you for the new year. And it says here, the one who whispers. It says secret, confessions, confident. There's something that you're secretly holding on to that you wish that you could see with either a person or a situation. And the new you in 2026 is saying it's time for you to look at, who is this person or what is this thing that you are wishing so much that would change? And instead of expecting the other person or the situation or the environment to change, this is talking about you needing to change. You needing to say, you know what? I have to listen to my heart's desire. I need to allow myself to confess out in the open in my mind and say, you know what? This isn't working. And what would work better is for me to say goodbye to those moments or those things that are already showing you, whether energetically, emotionally, or mentally, that is no longer connected to your soul core or your soul essence. Okay. And sometimes I know that may be difficult. We are all a work in progress. So you may be working on this already. This is saying continue to work on it, because there could be some things here that are going to pop up in 2026 where it's going to be requiring you here, Jazz, to step up and be very open about what you really want to accomplish and what you really want to move towards. Okay. All right, Jazz. That being said, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. What are you saying hello to here in regards to your new, potentially the new you in the new year? Okay, so let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. Last but not least, all right, Jazz, you have here, it says, wow, 0000. You know what card in tarot starts with the number 0? The full card in tarot, which is rules by Uranus. I don't know what astrological sign you may be, but I will tell you this: Uranus in Gemini will be stationed there for a very long time, and it's going to bring some type of change, whether you like it or not. It's not going to be the same. Your world is not going to be the same if you have some type of Gemini placements in important placements on your astrological natal chart, or the house that Gemini rules on your astrological natal chart. Why? Because Uranus is going to be shaking things up for Gemini, whether you're a Gemini sun, moon, rising, north node, or other important placements. Okay. So this is saying limitless potential. The full card in tarot is all about taking chances. It's all about taking a leap of faith. It's about making new moves, whether those new moves are in love opportunities, whether those new moves are in career, whether those new moves are how you move yourself or how you approach things in a very different way than you did in the past or recent past. This is an opportunity for you to have a very kind of a clean slate type of energy and do things in a different way than you've always done them, so that you can accomplish whatever your heart's desire is secretly. And again, you have two cards here talking about the secret that your heart is holding on to. Okay. This passion about something, or I don't know, maybe about someone. And if it's about someone and this person is not showing you that they're the right person, this is talking about you moving in a very different direction, letting go of someone or something and allow yourself to, again, course correct that energy. Maybe that person or that environment aren't the right people, or the right person or the right circumstance. Okay. So if you do have, and I'm going to say it again because it's coming through very direct here with me. Okay, I'm not an astrologer, but I do know astrology 101, maybe 102, but that's about it. Okay. But I'm getting here this having a lot to do with Gemini energy. So take a look at your astrological chart. I will put the link in the description because the link that I have there is not the right link. I just noticed that a little while ago. Last but not least, the new you is going to be focusing on transformation, serenity, trust, achievement, releasing, again, saying goodbye, potential, success, and triumph. Okay. It says this is a powerful reminder that anything is possible. If you can dream it, you can have the ability to make it a reality. What someone else has can also be yours. Stay calm and trust that what is meant for you will come your way. Just as what is meant for you, okay, will require you to say goodbye to something that's not allowing something or someone or an energy to come towards you. So this is paying attention to that energy. Okay. It says release any tension and embrace relaxation, knowing that your potential is boundless. You may be moving in a whole different mindset here in 2026. That being said, Jazz, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope these messages have brought a sense of clarity. Don't forget, Jazz, take 3 of your closest friends that you feel that may benefit from these channeled messages and send them my Lexa Tarot link. That being said, thank you so much, Jazz. Up next, we have Ed Garcia is up next. And I want to say, yeah, there we go. Hello, Ed. And of course, Ed, thank you so much for your super. Because I saw the flash, that teal, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Thank you so much, Ed. Ed is going to get a super reading. But before we jump into Ed's reading, I do want to share, intuitive friends, if you are an Aries or a Leo, take a look at your monthly quarterly readings. So it's going to be the January reading along with the quarterly reading for 2026. Is a great reading because it's focusing not only on January, but it's also giving you key themes that you need to keep in mind throughout 2026. So take a look at the quarterly readings if you haven't done so already. For those of you who are new to the channel, I want to say thank you for subscribing. For those of you who are visiting, welcome. If you like what you're seeing, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts, okay? That is going to allow you to see when I am on. And then when I'm on, all you need to do is just join the chat list. First come, first serve. I have different numbers of subscribers that I do readings for. Sometimes I have 5, sometimes I have 12, sometimes I have 20. It all depends. So just make sure that you just hop on at your earliest convenience. Jazz says, I am an Aquarius, Lexa, and a 3rd house North Node. Okay, just pay attention. Take a look at Gemini's house on the astrological, on your astrological natal chart, and take a look at what placement is in there, because whatever house that is, there may be a little bit of a shakeup coming up in 2026. So pay attention, okay? All right, intuitive friends. That being said, we're going to jump into Ed's reading. And again, Ed, thank you for your super, okay? All right, Ed, let's jump straight into your reading and let's see here, Ed, what may be unfolding for you. Let's take a look at what you're saying goodbye to. So we're going to take a look at what you may be potentially saying goodbye to and what you may be potentially saying hello to the new you, to the new year 2026. As always, intuitive friends, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's jump straight into the reading here, Ed, and let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, nothing flipped. All right, so let's see what you're saying goodbye towards. The old you. And this could be something that you've already been working on, but again, this is just kind of reminding you to continue to do the work, okay? It's saying goodbye to the anger within, okay? Maybe there was a situation, circumstance, or event, or maybe sometime in your past or recent past where anger was the fire within you, okay? That fire is very positive, right? When it's in good spirits, but when it's not, be careful, okay? So this is talking about that energy, okay? I'm sorry, hold on a second. It's so weird. I'm smelling cat. I kid you not. And I don't have a cat, I have a dog. So that's weird. Okay. So the anger within, I swear that I smell like cat. This is crazy. Anyway, I don't know, spidey senses here. The anger within, what are you letting go? 2026. It says anger is a teacher, not an enemy. Explore its root rather than suppressing it. Okay? So 2025, you letting go of the residual anger, resentment of fill in the blank. This could have been, a moment where you may have lost your cool, okay? Or this could be moments way in the past that you may have lost your cool. And this is talking about that this may be that work in progress. We are all a work in progress, okay? So just because we're healing, we're more spiritual, or we're connecting more to the ethereal realm, doesn't mean that we are exempt from getting upset, getting angry, sometimes losing our cool. It just might happen at a less frequently, and it may happen less intense than it used to because there's more inner control, but it doesn't mean that we do not go through it at all. Okay, so this is saying, remember here, Ed, that there may be a tendency that you could potentially here, when you're not kind of in that centered, grounded state, that you could lose your temper or could lose control here of being upset at someone or angry. So the lashing out may be in words, in actions, in whatever this may be. So you are saying goodbye to this energy here in 2025. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. Okay, just because the lion is sleeping doesn't mean that the lion can't roar and do its thing. It just means that right now it may be chilling, but if someone pokes it with a stick, how long is it going to take before that lion roars and attacks, right? So there is that kind of energy that, yes, although it may be sleeping right now, maybe that's the reason why I was smelling cat. The lion, okay? Yeah, because I don't smell it now. That's so weird. So that may be here that symbology that was needed to come through. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. You have here obligation. Okay, you may feel at times a little bit upset, and this may be very much connected to this. In 2025, you may have felt in 2025 a little bit angry, upset, because you may have felt either that whatever obligation, duty, or responsibility either always falls on you, or there's an expectation that you have to handle it, even though there are other people that could equally handle it. Okay. So, in those moments where someone or something may make you feel like, well, you have to, and you're like, well, I'm not afraid of responsibility. But when you're approaching me as like, I have to do something, it ticks me off. It rubs me the wrong way. It places me in a position where it's like you're telling me what to do and I don't like it, right? So there may be a little bit of that residual energy that at times in 2025 may have surfaced or resurfaced. And this is talking about you letting go of that energy. This is about also feeling like situations where you feel or you felt that there is an obligation, meaning you can't say no to it because you have to do it. But in a way that it's like, okay, I have to do it, but it doesn't have to be in a negative way, where it doesn't have to be like I'm being forced, or it doesn't have to feel like I can't get out of the situation, right? So there may be here some things in 2025 where there you were either, it was an obligation because it was either family, uh children, career, or finances, or that there was a sense here that someone made you feel as is like, well, you have to do it, and maybe you did not feel very okay with that energy. So this is talking about, well, how do you manage the anger or the annoyance or the sense that someone is being irritatingly annoying, or when you are obligated to do something that you really don't want to do? How do you work through that energy? Okay. Or those moments in 2025, how could you have handled that better? Just so that should it appear again in 2026, how are you going to handle responsibilities or being irritated or annoyed? Especially when you tell someone, listen, I don't like it when you approach me in this way, or I don't like how you are coming across, or you know what, you don't need to be defensive. I'm just sharing constructive criticism, and someone starts attacking you. Because sometimes it's not that you may feel like you want to be angry and attack. It's like you may be seeing something for what it is, and the other person is not allowing themselves to be open to the constructive criticism that you are telling them. And you feel obligated because of responsibility of saying, hey, listen, I know you don't like it, but I have to tell you, this is what I'm seeing. Pay attention. And of course, if other people are not doing the work, or they don't want to, they are just turning a blind eye or something, they may approach you. So this could be you in a state of calmness, and someone may approach you in a very hostile way. So this is talking about, how are you handling, or how will you handle, or how have you been handling when, not that you're hostile with other people, but this is the reverse, when people are hostile towards you, especially when you feel that there is an obligation of you being honest and transparent with people, and they may not be taking it in that way. Okay. So very, very beautiful message here about looking at things from both ends, right? And just, kind of like allowing yourself to see, well, how did I handle those situations in 2025, and how can I better handle them in 2026? So let's see here at what's coming through for you, the potential new you. And of course we have more cards that we are going to unfold here, but let's see the new you, the potential new you for the new year. Yeah, no smell. I don't smell cat anymore. That's for sure. To the one who hopes. Look at that. You are embracing. You are this new you. This new you potentially for the new year of 2026 is someone who is more hopeful. Okay, as they say, the last thing that you give up is hope. There's always hope. There's always hope for change. There's always hope that Maybe someone is going to learn their lesson. Maybe they're going to grow just like you have grown, giving people an opportunity to learn from their mistakes, not rescue them, because sometimes when we rescue people, we are rescuing them, but we're not allowing karma to take place, and those are consequences, right? Sometimes people learn through consequences, right? And sometimes it's hard to see someone go through something, but it's part of their lesson, just like we learned our lessons the way that we did. So this energy that's coming through for you in regards to the new you, there's this new sense of renewal and hope in love, hope with relationships, hope in the sense of whatever this may be talking about. So this hopeful energy is this energy that you will be here kind of in a way saying hello to in 2026. Now, this could be in any area of your life. It could be in career, it could be in love, it could be in relationships, whether the relationships are romantic or non-romantic, such as the relationships with family, friends. Okay, friends is optional, but family, kind of like we're stuck with our family whether we like it or not, right? So yes, we can disconnect from family, but again, others choose to stay within the family, right? So again, there is this energy here of remaining hopeful. Same thing with children. So that's this energy that I'm getting here for you. This new you is being more hopeful on how things can turn out, rather than kind of saying, well, you know what, I'm just not, you know what I mean, just being in this anger energy. All right, let's continue to unfold here. What else? This new you for the new 2026. So more hopeful. Look at that. Dog, loyalty. Loyalty maybe is something that has always mattered to you and will continue to always matter to you with the dog. There's a scent, and it's funny because I said I have a dog, I don't have a cat, but I was smelling cat before. So yeah, dog, loyalty, dependability. Okay. The hopeful you, the new you, the one that you're saying hello to in 2026 is not only going to be hopeful, but is going to only entertain people who are reliable, who are dependable, and people that are able to not bring out that energy in you. Or even if they do, you knowing how to handle those situations. Okay. And it's coming across that you may be the type of person here, maybe in 2025, that you may have spoken some type of truth, and other, maybe someone or some, environment didn't appreciate the fact that you were able to share certain beliefs or certain truths here. What I'm getting here is there's this energy here of deep devotion. So there's this energy of the new you holding on to like more hope. Okay. Let's see what that's about. So you have childs here. This new you for the new year, not only more hope, not only focusing more on loyalty, reliability, and people who are dependable. Also, you being dependable and other people who are dependable. But I'm also here getting, especially here with the dog and the child, you being protective also, especially to either people or, I'm getting like people who are vulnerable or children. So the loyalty at the end of the day will always be either to family, to your children, to your child, to the things that matter to you. Now, the child is a symbolism for the new year, okay, a new beginning. So this new you for 2026 in this new year is about you wanting to be hopeful for the new opportunities, the new friends, the new connections that you may have. There's another card under here, under child, by the way. Butterflies are all about cycles, okay? So new cycles emerging and new transitions also that may be coming up. The child right behind it says the ring. There may be here a very big shift in your love life. Okay. So maybe the manner in which you view love, and I'm talking about romantic love. Okay. So there's romantic love, and there's also here the love of family, child, and again, the people that you are connected to. So very, very beautiful energy. This is also the new you focusing on the commitment, all right? The commitment of whether it be career, finances, being very committed and hopeful that something is going to turn over into a brand new leaf, and that your ability to connect and be loyal and commit to whatever this is going to stay here very, very present in 2026. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. This potential new you for the new year of 2026 is looking like really, really, really nice energy. Even with this one, especially if you are the one who's been standing in your power and you're just letting people know the truths of things. You know, there have been people who haven't appreciated that kind of transparency, and others eventually will. So it's you know, you feel like there may be here, you feel an obligation to let the people that you care about know exactly what you feel or may be feeling towards something. So this new you in this new year is you doing more of the same. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Now, there's more than one card here, but it says collect, analyze information. Seek the light of knowledge, illuminate your path, okay? The new you is, it's funny. Remember that I was saying that I was, and it's not here anymore. I tell you that. By the way, I'm not a cat person. Cats love me. They adore me. Okay. But I'm not much of a cat person. I'm a dog person. So I don't have cats in my house. Okay. I do have a dog, and he just got a spa day. So hello, it's not the dog either. Okay. Ace got a spa day a couple days ago. So he's nicely bathed. But I feel that that cat smell was more of like your sixth senses. So, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this person here, their physical eyes are bandaged up. So when your physical eyes are bandaged up, you're able to see with your intuitive senses, right? Senses amplify when one of your senses aren't working, or when you close your eyes. That's the reason why we close our eyes in meditation, right? So that we can connect inward. So this is telling me here the new you may be doing more spiritual practices in 2026, okay, in order to be more present in 2026. Shared gossip disclose, the power of disclosure. Share your truth with caution and discernment. Talk about validation confirmation. What I was saying at the top of the reading. You approaching people, being very honest and straightforward about things that you're either seeing or sensing, and either people not listening or you triggering other people's demons, other people's self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. And the reason why this is coming up as a goodbye kind of energy is allowing yourself not to feel or let people get you out of your own element. You see, this person here is standing to, the self-sabotage or limited beliefs. So there may be people getting defensive, not liking what you say, but you still holding your ground in the manner in which you are managing your anger or being upset that they may trigger you because you triggered them. You know what I mean? So that's the energy that I'm getting here with this shared gossip. Also, what I'm getting here, you saying goodbye to people that don't know how to say something nice. Okay. You know how some people always end up having this kind of energy where, like, you're being the positive person, you're taking the high road, and they just find ways to irritate you. to try to get you out of your element by maybe even saying, again with this freaking cat smell. What the hell? Now it came back again. Anyway, the power of disclosure. Okay. It says here, share your truth with caution and discernment. Again, not everyone is able to handle the truth. Okay. So very, very interesting energy here. Positive, but interesting. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you. So the new you in 2026, is also a person who, hold on a second. With this darn smell of cat that I smell, my spidey senses are like on going crazy today. There are going to be situations here where the new you is not going to need as much logical, rational, analytical, tangible information about something in regards to a specific environment. It's like you're going to know intuitively that those people may not have your best interest, or that person may not have your best interest, or there may be a sense of jealousy, a sense of envy, a sense of someone wishing they had what you had, or someone who doesn't want you to have what you will have or continue to unfold here in 2026. It's as if this is saying this new you in 2026 is gonna yours, and the fact that I keep smelling cat is obviously connected to this reading because that wasn't the case earlier. So this is telling me there's gonna be, your intuition is gonna tell you more and more about this person or these people or these environments. Okay, your spidey senses are going to be even sharper here in 2026. So listen to that. There's more spirituality coming in for you, the new you. Again, you're not relying, and I'm not saying not to rely on your logical analytical. That's important, okay? Okay, Ed, always, have that there, okay? But also listen to your intuition, because there's certain sense of knowledge, information that you're able to tap into with your spirituality about people and environments, even if you have to be within that specific environment. You just need to be aware of who not to be so connected to, if you so choose not to be connected to that person or environment. Okay, so again, it's a person who's hopeful here also, hoping for better connections, hoping that people outgrow their own wishbone. So I saw that. So you have wishbone. It says a wish is granted. Again, validation, confirmation. There may be something here that you're going to be very, very committed to. And again, whatever that is this new beginning. So you're ready. You know what? That is also that you're more ready. You're going to be more ready in 2026 than perhaps any other year. So, of course, the year of one is all about new beginnings, but there could be more reasons here. There may be more opportunities. Not every single opportunity is going to be a fantastic opportunity, which is why I feel that you're getting this message here of, yes, you're going to be hopeful, you're going to be positive. Yes, you are very committed to a new beginning, to a new cycle, and you're going to dedicate yourself and continue to be that loyal, reliable person that you are in 2026. But you're also going to be listening to your intuition in a way that's going to allow you to get more information about people, information about people, person, or environments that perhaps you wouldn't have in other points in time, and for you to decipher which of those opportunities are worth you moving towards it, You know, as they always say, not not getting money. What is it? Not every opportunity is good money, or not every money is good money. You know, kind of like, yes, the opportunity may be fantastic, but you know, are there some spidey senses that are telling you here just to be careful? Maybe there could be a shadiness there, whether it's a person, a group of people, or an environment. So just pay attention. Whatever this is, you, the new you in 2026, is you're going to be successful in overcoming any issue and any problem. If you hear me like sniffing the air, I'm doing it on purpose. See, I don't smell the cat smell anymore. So there you go. So again, successfully overcoming a problem. Your gut with your spidey senses, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to decipher something here. And it's only going to get stronger in 2026. And when I mean I mean your intuition. Your intuition is something that you can definitely rely on. And the new you will be very focused on resolving issues rather than just, it's all about resolution for you. Keep manifesting. There could be a wish that's coming through, that's coming true or coming through for you. Look at that. Intuition. I mean, that I'm telling you, I'm smelling cat. And I'm not even a cat person. Intuitive friends, just so you know, this is not a personal question reading, but if you would like to come back at another time where I do a super chat just focusing on personal questions, you may do so. Okay, intuitive friends. Ed 111, intuition. Wasn't I talking about that? The whole entire reading I've been smelling like cat scent here and there. It goes and it comes back. It goes and it comes back. Okay? Intuition. The new you will be new insights. The new you embracing the new insights, the new serenity. Remember, I talked about that. Someone calm, cool, collected in the face of anger or in the face of situations, circumstances, or events where people are not taking your advice or your kind of your suggestions into play. Harmony, clarity. I told you the new you is going to be more clear. The new you is going to be focusing on joy, momentum. Are things moving? And if not, why aren't they moving? Could it be the people, the person, or the environment? It says here self-awareness. Okay, six senses, talked about intuition. Okay, and unconditional love for yourself first. And then obviously, once you pour into you, you'll be able to pour into other people's cup. New you for new 2026. It says now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. Okay? You're on the right path to turning your dreams into reality. The right people. See, I kept telling you, I keep getting this energy about people, person, environment. There you go. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you 2026. Happiness and new opportunities are within your reach. Trust your journey and have faith in the process. There you go. Okay? Validation, confirmation, and what I was picking up from the top of the reading. Ed, I want to thank you for your super. Okay? I hope that these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have Janelle. Janelle is our last and final reading for today. For those of you that are joining, welcome. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a reading, so I couldn't come up here too quick, but now I could explain what I was unable to explain because I was in the middle of someone else's reading. So if you're joining me for the first time, number one, welcome. If you subscribe to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. Right now, the list is closed. Okay, so the session is closed, but continue to subscribe to the channel because that's going to give you an opportunity to come back and be part of the Lexa Tarot free mini readings. And of course, this wasn't a mini reading. This was a super reading. But it's going to allow you to be part of the channel next time, okay? So my apologies if I seemed a little bit kind of short or curt there, but it's only because like I was in the middle of somebody else's reading. So I don't like breaking my connection while I'm downloading and channeling messages. Okay. So no worries. It's fine. Just be part of the Lexa Tarot family. Continue to subscribe to the channel. I will be back and I do this very often. This entire week I am going to be on and doing free readings as my prior obligations are already done. Okay. So I'm already finished with my career part, my professional career duties, and now I have more time to get on the channel to do more readings for you guys. Okay, so that being said, welcome, intuitive friends. And I hope these messages have been insightful. And listen, I'm curious. Do you have a cat? Do you have a cat in your house or something? Because I kept smelling cat essence here. Okay, so I don't know. Your spidey senses may be on point. Okay, 2026, you maybe that's also a clue here, Ed. Maybe you're gonna like, maybe there's like new sixth senses coming through. Maybe the sense of smell. Yeah, being able to smell. I know clairgustance is to be able to taste, but to smell, unless it's connected to clairgustance, being able to smell and taste. Who knows? Maybe those one of your six senses are coming on in 2026. And now, guess what? The smell of cat has gone. I'm telling you. I don't know. That was very interesting. All right, intuitive friends. Up next is going to be Just Janelle. Again, before I jump into Just Janelle's reading, take a look at the playlist. I have lots and lots and lots and lots of not only topics, but I also have lots of reading. I also have pick a cards. If you are interested in pick a card readings, then take a look at my pick a card list. If you're interested in other important information, no contact, singles reading, couples reading, what else do I have? No contact readings, pick a card readings, self-help readings. They're all on my playlist. So take a look at that, okay? That being said, our last and final reading here for today, because today I'm doing other readings. I have to do the Sagittarius reading for 2026, and I must do the Taurus reading. I've fallen a little bit behind here. But yeah, do want to do those readings for you guys. So you will see me online again, but I will be channeling messages for the astrological sign. So of course, when I come up and do that, feel free to give me a thumbs up on those readings. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, the moment that Just Janelle has been waiting for. Welcome, Just Janelle. Thank you for your super. All right. So let's take a look here, Just Janelle. Yes, we have a family cat. You see? Well, let me tell you, your family cat was like making its appearances here, okay? Because I kept smelling cat. I kid you not. I'm not kidding. I'm like, what is going on here? Well, thank you, Ed, for giving me validation confirmation, because the scent was like, very strong. All right, make sure he's doing well, okay? Make sure, pay attention to the cat. Make sure he's doing great. He may be very much part of your reading in 2026 with his cat senses there. So thank you for giving me that validation confirmation. Okay, Ed? Because let me tell, how many times have I read for you? For a long time, and I've never, and by the way, no cat smell all of a sudden, nothing, zero. Okay, so that is all about your reading there, Ed. Okay. All right, just Janelle. Okay, I'm focused, just Janelle. I'm focused. All right, just Janelle. Let's see what you're saying goodbye to again. Just Janelle, thank you for your super. All right, let's see what's coming through. Just Janelle, let's see what you're saying goodbye to or towards in 2025. This could be something you're still working on or have been working on or may need to continue to work on. You have shadow integration. Wow, very, very beautiful. This is about healing comes when you stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. There may have been here moments in 2025 that you were pushing back the healing process of something because either you were uncomfortable, afraid, or hesitant about working on or really looking at some past shadow situation, circumstance, event in love, career, or any other area of your life, because there was a part of you that felt like, I just don't want to deal with that pain anymore. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to look at it. It's like denial. Okay. Now, here's the difference. Okay. Because sometimes, like, I get that question, especially with private clients. Well, what's the difference between turning a blind eye, like saying to yourself, like, I don't want to look at that because I only want to look at the future? Isn't that a positive trait? And I say, yes, but it depends how you're doing it. If you're avoiding, if that energy is avoiding taking a look at a situation, a circumstance, an event, a breakup, separation, or divorce, or it's avoiding you looking at the shadow self. If it's avoidance, then it's not positive, because you don't want to avoid that shadow. That shadow is important. It's important for us to learn from those shadow patterns, from the old attachments, from the things that we do that make us feel helpless, that we allow to fall into the temptation of, like, well, it feels good and it feels like comfort, but it may be very negative. It might be a vice. It may be a way of thinking. It may be the pattern that you do. You jump here, you jump. Like, a person who avoids healing cannot be by themselves. They are very uncomfortable. They have to always be connected to either some drama, some person, some connection. So they can't be alone, because the moment they're alone, it's like the solitude doesn't feel right for them. Why? Because it pulls them to have to take a look at the self-work and self-healing. So why am I saying that? I'm saying that because there may have been instances here in 2025, whether because there was an intentional avoidance, meaning I'm not going to look at that because I don't want to reopen that wound. I don't want to cry. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to feel bad. So I'm not going to look at it. That's avoidance. Or you've been so busy with work, career, or your profession that you have been busy elsewhere. And then say, well, I haven't done the shadow work and I haven't done that type of healing because I'm busy. I'm busy with my work. I'm busy with my career. I'm busy with my life. And so haven't had the time, which is also avoidance, but it's avoidance in a different way. right? And so this is talking about that before 2025 ends, which couple, the calendar year ends, which again, is coming up. This is saying, Janelle, take a moment. Let's, lay yourself down, like lay down, put your hand over your chest. There's the energy healing that I have on my channel, that I have on the chat list. Take a look at that. And I also have the nighttime affirmations. Do that. And also I have there the 7 chakras of balancing your 7 chakras. Do that. Place your hand over your heart. Allow yourself to, if you cry during those moments, if tears just fall, that's okay. It's clearing. You're cleaning all that emotion from the past or recent past. You may even cry without knowing why you're crying, what you're crying about. You know what I mean? I know that when I became a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, one of the first things when you're in Reiki, the first degree is all about you working on yourself. And I spent 90 days straight, every day, day and night, working through the healing process of my body. Was it difficult? Yeah. Was it necessary? 100%. Was I able to unleash and release the way that I never had before? 1000%. And so, although it may be a little bit uncomfortable, this shadow is important for you to integrate with that energy so that you can heal from it and so you can let it go, so that it doesn't follow you in 2026. So, shadow integration says healing comes when you stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. Okay? So let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Very, very beautiful energy here, because this is all about finally saying goodbye to something, especially with the fact that 2025, the year of 2025, is all about, closing chapters. Let's see what else is coming through for you. I'm in a bind and don't know what to do. I may be acting irrationally. There may have been moments in 2025 that, because there's a sense of avoiding or not really wanting to take a look at the shadows, the scripts, the old patterns, the lack of moderation, the attachments, the feeling of the restrictions that you've been restraining or constraining yourself to a specific way of doing something, that there may have been times where you may have acted irrationally, and it's not anything other than kind of like feeling uncomfortable within a situation, circumstance, or event, or that specific person, people, or environment triggered you or has triggered you or tends to trigger you. And if that happens, and chances are it has in 2025, this is talking about, well, why is it that you are triggered by that type of person, that type of individual, those type of circumstances, that type of creative or constructive criticism? Why does it irritate you? Why does it make you uncomfortable? Why does at times certain things make you feel like you're acting irrationally here? Okay. Whereas, like, you get into an argument and the argument is more about emotions rather than where you stand on something in facts or logical, rational thinking, right? And so this is telling you it's time to let go of this energy so that you are open to the new you in 2026. Okay. It says, I am in a bind and don't know what to do. I may be acting irrationally. Okay. So there may have been some times here where your own intuitive compass may have been a little bit blurred, and it's been blurred because of the work that needs to happen. The clearer that it's like driving in a car where you don't have a windshield wipe, right? And you're driving in a snow or you're driving in rain. You're not going to be able to see clearly if you don't do the right, or you don't lean into the right tools or resources to help you be able to see clearly. And that's what this energy is talking about. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. And by the way, hello, Shatira. Welcome. Hello, Shatira. Don't forget, Shatira, come back tomorrow because I'm going to do more readings. I don't think you've gotten your reading yet, right? I don't know if you have, but I'll be on between now and December 31st. And yes, I'm coming on December 31st. So get ready. If you haven't gotten your readings yet, don't worry. I'm going to keep coming back on throughout the whole week. Look at that. The one who stands. Look at that. Yes. This is like the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy. Queen of Swords and King of Swords, you're allowing yourself to emotionally detach from things that no longer serve you. This detached personality is allowing you to lean more towards your logical, rational, analytical. Didn't I talk about that before? Where maybe you were maybe in 2025 making emotional, like emotional arguments rather than factual ones, like ones that are like, yeah, you know what? I'm talking too much from my emotion and not so much about what this may make sense in, maybe that, fill in the blank, maybe that situation did show a little bit of my insecurities or something that I really do need to look at that I haven't been looking at, right? And so the one who stands is the one who stands independently in her thoughts. Someone who doesn't connect so much to the emotions, just so that you are able to intelligently base your decisions on your logical, rational approach, where you are able in this new you of 2026 be more powerful in your directness in what you say and in what you think. So there's like no sugarcoating. It's more of this you in 2026 being the logical, rational thinker, but allowing yourself to not avoid the healing process that is needed in order for you to let go and say bye-bye to this energy. This person here, this potential new you, is very determined, to have clear, honest, not only thinking. By the way, there's nothing is going on with my light here. That does I've noticed it does that sometimes. So sign, symbol, synchronicity, because my light doesn't even shift or move, but somehow I get this flash. Enlightenment. Okay. But yeah, so this person who stands is you. You're not going to be swayed by fill in the blank, whatever these things may have happened here in 2026. And the reason that you're not going to be swayed by this energy that you're saying goodbye to is because you have a clearer stance in how you're going to approach and how you're going to handle certain things, not by avoiding it, but by allowing yourself to integrate into the shadow self and heal from that, so that there's a clarity that comes through. And I was just talking about that. Remember, I was talking about the windshield wipers, right? It's like you're in a car, it's snowing or it's raining, and you don't have windshield wipers. You're not going to be able to see something clearly. You're not going to be able to communicate your coordinates clearly because you can't see clearly. You're in the middle of something that you're not using the tools and resources. So this is saying use those tools and resources to cleanse and clear, so that there is a sense of you being able to show where you clearly stand and how you clearly feel about the things that are important here for you to show your new energy and your new you in the new year 2026. So very, very powerful and deep here. Now, let's jump to the extra part of your reading here, and let's give you more clarity. What else is coming through here? What is coming through? Crossroads. You see? You're saying goodbye to the things that you kind of are like, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And this is saying it's time to know. And the way that you're going to know, like know intuitively, is by working and continuing to work to say goodbye to this energy here. Now, this crossroad, there may have been crossroads moments in 2025 where you had to make certain decisions and you may have felt very confused. You may have been feeling a kind of like, should I go this way or that way? And this is saying here, you're saying goodbye to the confusion. Again, you're going to say goodbye to the lack of clarity. The more you heal and shadow integrate, the more you're able to heal that energy and the more that you're able to see things clearly and have a very clear stance. Okay? Even if other people feel uncomfortable with your clear stance, that has nothing to do with you. Your standards, your beliefs, and your values, if that's what your beliefs, your values, and what you stand for is, then it is what it is. And you're not going to allow yourself to feel uncomfortable just because other people want you to sway in their direction, for whatever reason this may be. This may be in your love life. This may be with friends, family, loved ones, however this may be. This is talking about you having a clearer definition of where you're headed in 2026. So this is very, very beautiful energy for the new you. You're going to have a firmer stance. Okay? I'll say it again. A firmer stance. That's going to be the energy here for you in 2026. A firmer stance does not mean that we avoid healing. It means we embrace it and we still are standing strong and firm. Okay? Because remember, this is going to give you the clarity that you need. It works together. That's why this integration is here to tell you. Okay? Let's see, just Janelle, what else is coming through for you. Mountain and ring. Look what you end up with here, the sun. Yeah, it's going to be the dawn of a new day. Obstacles in 2025, this year of 2025, may have, again, that may have been, you may have felt stuck. You may have felt blocked. You may have felt delays, challenges, obstacles, blockages that didn't let you or allow you to see something clearly, that you kind of like didn't know which way you were coming or going, or you were on the fence about something. And I feel that this is the energy that you're saying goodbye to. You're saying goodbye to all of this. And by allowing yourself to integrate with your shadow and heal it on a daily basis, and again, the free resources are in the chat, it's going to allow you here to see, again, the message is coming up, see things clearly. Now, there is here this commitment. They're going to have a very much of a committed spirit in 2026, where you're going to be more committed to, again, allowing yourself to have the independent thought, the emotionless outer exterior, and allow yourself to make intelligent, balanced decisions. Intellectually stimulating conversations are going to be super important, especially if we're talking about your love life. Okay? So the one who stands is going to be very clear on her intentions, is going to be very clear on the belief systems, the things that you are wanting to see more of in your life in 2026. So the clarity that you're going to be able to embrace and apply in 2026 stems from you taking care of this business over here. And this business over here is not going to allow you to feel confused or or doubting yourself. Because I'm getting here this kind of storyline of like, well, maybe my standards are too high. What? Maybe the people that are approaching or the situation, maybe their standards are not high and they're down here. So it doesn't mean lower your standards or erase your emotion, your belief systems here and allow your emotions to trump your intelligence. It means that this person down here has to level up, because you here in 2026 is showing a person who's very clear about what they want, especially in love. Very clear of what you want. But in order to stand strong and firm, you're going to need to clear, okay, certain mindsets here, certain patterns, certain scripts. Anytime you say to yourself, maybe my standards are too high, always think, then you're saying that lowering them for someone who has it down here is okay. And it's not, right? So they need to level up. They need to meet you where you're at. Okay? So if you are up here and you're clear about what it is that you want, then someone down here who wants to talk to you, you got to say, hey, hi, guess what? I really like you. However, the following conversations we need to have. You need to understand who I am, about my belief systems, what I value, what, it's important to me before we even go beyond having a second date. You know what I mean? And then this person down here has to make a decision. Either I need to work on myself so that I can meet her where she's at, or I need to say bye-bye and ghost you. And if that's what happens, then it is what it is, because we only lose losers. We only lose people who are not wanting to grow. Especially if you are a person who wants to grow, you're successful, you have a career, you have a business, you have a whatever. You're doing what you need to do to get yourself situated in life. There's a certain mindset that you have, a certain, level of success and achievement that you want to accomplish in your life or continue to grow. You can't do that with someone who is down here, someone who just doesn't have initiation, doesn't have the initiative, doesn't have motivation, doesn't have ambition, someone who's just okay with just being mediocre. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. They just need to find someone who's like them. That's just what this is telling you. So again, there's this commitment of you leveling up here that's shining through. Okay, the commitment that's shining through of what it is that you want. Okay, we only lose losers. Listen, I don't understand why people are so afraid to have real straight up conversations when they go on a date. Because I have no issues saying what I want. And I give what I want. So it's not a one-way transaction here. I give what I am expecting. I am honest. I don't come with baggage. I don't come with a whole bunch of issues that I want someone else to deal with. No, I come clear. I'm not perfect, but I know how I'm entering in a connection. And I don't want someone who has 10,000 issues and problems, because eventually what's going to happen is that other person's problems and situations are going to end up falling on your lap. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So this is telling you you're not going to be focusing on that energy. You're like, listen, this is what I want. And this beautiful insight, okay? You want a happily ever after in your life, in the things that you are working towards, whatever those things are. So that clarity comes with a sense of like, when someone approaches you, or when you, whatever, in whatever area this may be, look at that. See, you need to say goodbye to, what did I just talk about? Baggages. Didn't I just talk about baggages? Didn't I talk about we lose losers? People want to walk away, let them walk away. People are not ready for the truth and the honesty of having a healthy conversation. We can disagree. That doesn't mean that we have to break up. But if a person's mindset is like, well, if we disagree, then I have to walk away and I have to break up, then we're not meant to be together. You don't want to inherit other people's issues, vices. There you go. It says break the cycle of addiction, healing step forward. Ta-da! There you go. We don't want to inherit other people's issues. So you being in this energy or continuing to develop and strengthen this new you in 2026 is going to allow you to say no to all this other energy over here. Now, listen, no one's perfect, but there's certain things, you know, that it's like, okay, all right, I can deal with that because, you know, I'm not a perfect individual. I don't come 100% healed. No one does. But you know what? You work together as a team. Woo! Look at this. We're saying bye to the clowns. Drama, camouflage, embrace. Look at this. Embrace the journey. Okay? Embrace your journey because there may be a lot of chameleons. Okay? Don't tell people what you want in a person. Let them show you who they are. Because if you give them the cheat notes, if you say, here, this is what I'm looking for, a person like this, all they'll do is they'll act the part. So be careful with that. You may have some people that may want to act the part in 2026, which is the reason why this is telling you need to be very clear. You may have people who have not worked on themselves, and this is also you working on yourself too. But 2026 is saying, be careful. The reason why you need to be on point and clear and very firm is because you may have people who are still healing in their situations or may have even not healed from their situations. You may have people that you may tell them, oh, this is what I'm looking for. And they may camouflage. So my advice to you is don't tell people what you're looking for in a person. Just tell them what your belief systems are. Okay, write that down. You don't have to tell people what you're looking for. You just tell them what you're about. That will let them know. That will make this person want to go in another direction if they're not ready. So I'm not going to tell someone this is what I look for in a man. I'm going to say, I value consistency. If you're inconsistent, please don't even bother because I'm not interested in inconsistencies. It is a big turnoff for me. That's it. That's not my whole list, but I'm just giving you an example. I'm turned off by inconsistencies. I'm not telling this person to be consistent if they're not. I'm telling them where I'm at. So I'm here and I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for in my belief systems. I don't have to tell you, oh, you need to be consistent. You need to do this. You need to do that. I'm telling you, I'm a consistent individual. I'm telling you, I'm coming into this relationship, hypothetically, without 10,000 baggages. So if you haven't cleared yours, right? If you, meaning this person, if you haven't cleared yours, you better hop on it because you're not going to have an opportunity with me because I'm not here to inherit your headaches. You see? So it's by you standing firm in your belief systems will automatically, you're not going to appeal to these people. You're not, because it's going to require these people here to have to step up. And that's going to require them to work. And these people love low-hanging fruit. These are the individuals that they will go with someone who's not as professional as you, not as clear-minded as you, They're going to go for those type of people because they're easy to manipulate. It's easier for them to fool them. You see? So that's why this is talking about how important it is for you to clear that energy in regards to you, right? In regards to, you know, why you need to do your work so that you can spot these imposters. Okay? There we go. All right, let's see what else is coming through. You know, what I've seen nowadays is people, you know, and again, and I'm not saying, I'm just saying this out of just, I always say I'm single because I choose to be single. Trust me. I'm single because I choose to be single. And so, but I've seen this kind of technique where people talk about, they talk a lot about, yeah, I wanna ask you out on a date. Or I want us to okay, so when you have the date and time set and the plan, you know, reach out to me again. And that's it. Like, I don't want to hear what you're gonna do. Just do it and show me that you're a doer, not just a talker. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that going on out there. So this came out for you with Bear. Bear says danger, especially in money matters. Okay. So just be aware that you're not, and I know it says money matters here, but I want to talk about money matters. So number one, it could be talking about tangible money. So keep an awareness here, okay, where people may feel like you are in a better position economically, and these people here may want to swindle in some, you know, the Twitter swindler, you know, that type of energy. Just be careful. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, this may not be talking about tangible money, but it may be talking about value. Okay. So danger, especially with your value, you're a high valuable top tier woman. You want to create and manifest a top tier man. Okay. Top tier woman, whatever, top tier person that you want to be interested in. Okay. Like attracts like. And by the way, I do have an affirmation about soulmates that I will be putting on the channel shortly. I just haven't had the time to do it. Chances are maybe I'll do it tonight. But yeah, it's about just being careful. You know, you are great for everyone, but not everyone is great for you. You know? Oh my God, it's like the same situation I'm in. So funny. You have angels, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. If you're single, say thank you to the stars. Thank you, universe. Thank you for keeping me single. You know why? Because it's protecting you from people that would not deserve you. If there's an opportunity that you've been asking for, hasn't, you know, come up yet, thank you, universe. May it come when it needs to come. May it come in its own divine timing. Because there could be a situation, circumstance, or event that you are held in a certain kind of circle, but it's a circle of protection. It's not a circle of that you're not getting it for because you're not getting it. You're not, you may not be achieving. Look at how these three people have that same kind of, I don't know if you could see it, but I could see, especially with these two. Look at that. Addicted and unsound. And look at his like kind of like energy here. And it's like the same as this Bear. And it says danger, especially when money matters. Yeah. The new you, potentially in the new year, 2026, is someone who's just going to be feeling more confident in your own energy. It's not going to bother you if people ask you, oh, you don't have a boyfriend yet, or you don't have a girlfriend yet, or you're not married yet, or you don't have kids yet. No, I don't. And I'm good. Next question, you know. Now, this doesn't have to be in love, but the reason why I'm bringing up love a lot is because of that ring. Ring is about commitment. It could be the commitment that you have in other areas of your life also. So there's new beginnings, there's happiness, victory. There's a lot of clarity that may be coming through with the new you. You're going to be more open to seeing sign, symbol, synchronicities. Okay. Angel, there may be validation confirmations, angel numbers coming through for you in 2026. You're paying attention and being very clear-minded and clear-focused. All right. So nothing wants to jump out. Let's take... Boot. Increase your efforts if you want achievement, if you want to achieve your goals. Okay. So first of all, boot is coming across as you need to give the boot to those people who are circling your auric fields, circling around you, that really aren't the high value people, situations, circumstances, or events. Okay. Those people that just kind of do the high, I just want to know how you're doing, just because they want to be nosy, or they just want to kind of, again, steal your energy vampires. So number one, giving them the boot. Number two, the boot is coming across, as it says here, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So you getting out of your comfort zone, which again, having a lot to do with the integration of the shadows message that I gave earlier. So paying very close attention to that and giving yourself the boot and saying to yourself, okay, let me get myself back on track here. Okay, especially if I haven't been doing that clearing that I need to do spiritually or energetically, so that I can be in more of an alignment. Okay. And guess what's coming through? Not once, but twice in your reading, you have success. The Sun card in the Lenormand deck, it is about success. It's about victory. It's about happiness and vitality. It's about healing the things that I talked about at the top of the reading. It's also about clarifying. It's also about your confidence, feeling very confident that you know what you want and you are achieving the things that you want in all aspects of your life. This new you in 2026, you're going to achieve more than what you even know. You don't even know what's coming. And whatever it is going to be very beautiful, as there could be even here a loved one who's crossed over, who is shining their light towards you. Okay, helping you. This is the universe. This is you co-creating with the universe, because you're doing the work. When you do the work, you reap the rewards. Last but not least, here, Just Janelle. Beautiful reading, Just Janelle. I wish you the very best of luck. And again, the new list is going to open the week of January 1st. So don't forget to come back and take a look at your monthly readings as well. All right, last but not least, let's see what's coming through for you. Hello, Shatira. Welcome. 777. Wow. Wow. Didn't I say? Hold on. I'm just going to... By the way, you got two cards. Didn't I say there's going to be some type of sign, symbol, synchronicity from the universe telling you you've been kept single, you've been kept in an energetic bubble of protection. So that's why maybe not a lot of people have come up to you. Maybe there's certain things that you're like, why is it that it's like I'm being ignored? Like no one sees me. Yeah, they see you, but only the right people are meant to see you. This is also talking about work. The right opportunities are meant to see you. The right people are meant to see you. The right environments are meant to see you. Other than that, you have like a cloak of protection over you. Here you have 777. 777. 7 times 3 is equal to 21. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. What is 3 about? 3 is about teamwork. 3 is about co-creating with others. The number 3 is about joining forces, alliances, partnerships, connecting with people outside of your circle. And now I'm getting a blast of light that I'm seeing here. Validation confirmation. There may be some electrical situations happening at home And it's giving you, especially when I said, and I said this before, there may be a loved one who's crossing, who crossed over here, trying to give you sign symbol synchronicities, whether that's electronical glitches or light glitches. Okay, so pay attention to that. That may be sign symbol synchronicities. The reason why that happens, and let me explain here why those things happen. When there's like an electrical glitch or a light glitch, when loved ones who have crossed over come through or around, or angels, or your ethereal beings, is because their energy is so high power that it interferes with our electronical devices here. So their frequency, it's like, it's like, so when someone rings the doorbell, the moment that those two things connect and they go ping, that's exactly what that is. Okay. So there you go. You said you have fulfillment, you have success. The third time you have success. Success with the sun, success with the card. 3 times, which is interesting. 777, as I said, equals to 21. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So you have success 1, success 2, success 3. There may be 3 areas of your life here in 2026 that you're going to see a movement in, or there are going to be people or connections that may help you and support you through that. It could be your friends, family, loved ones, your 3D realm, your guides, guardian angel, the ethereal realm. That is number 2. And the third could be your higher self, your higher consciousness. This message finds you at a time of uncertainty. I'm not surprised this is here, because I talked about that uncertainty, or something, feeling like you're on the fence about something, like you doubting yourself. You don't need to doubt yourself. You're going in the right direction. You do need to work on those things that I mentioned at the top of the reading in order to release and to be more clear. But in regards to doubting yourself or lowering your standards, not needed. It says, this message finds you in a time of uncertainty, yet rest assured that you will emerge victorious. Again, success. I mentioned it. It says, remember, you possess valuable life experiences and wisdom that can inspire others. Sharing this wisdom will require enthusiasm and effort, but it will make a meaningful impact. You can be the person who's also sharing advice or clarity here to other people, because maybe you've been there, you've done that. Okay. So there you may have experience under your belt. 8, swift action. You getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. Doing things in a different way. Okay. Allowing yourself to be seen. Okay. Increasing your efforts by, again, getting yourselves out of the comfort zone. Now, look how interesting life is, because I'm telling you what I saw clairvoyantly here for a nanosecond. You see the word boot? I literally clairvoyantly saw those 2 circles come together. And if I were to take those 2 circles and bring them together and turn them up, it would make the number 8, which is exactly what you have here with the 2 zeros, and also here with the 2 8s. Validation, confirmation, you may see the number 7, you may see the number 3, you may see the number 8, and you may see the number 7 again, because 8 plus 8 is equal to 16. 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. So you have the number 7, the number 3, and the number 8. Those may be sign symbol synchronicities there of numbers here that may be an angel number. Okay. That being said, it says swift action, wealth, empathy, commitment. Interesting, because I talked about that the ring is about commitments. You have commitment here. Affection, inner strength, promises, positive outcomes as success, positive outcomes with the sun, which again, clarity here, illumination, and of course, positive outcomes here with this card here, which says manifested wisdom. Okay. It says you're entering a phase of expansion. So take immediate action, and it's expansion because you're getting out of your comfort zone. So take immediate action towards your ultimate goals. Financial improvement is on the horizon. This is why it's super important, especially here with danger. Be very careful. Okay. Um, I would suggest, especially if this is in love, it's better to me to do speed dating type of things if this is connected than to do internet stuff, because there may be people here trying to swindle money. Okay, just be careful with that because it's coming across not the first time it came across in your reading. Fine, and don't listen. You don't need to have people like men, especially. They don't need to like borrow money from you. I'm just saying, unless it's your dad or something like that, or your brother, like something like that. Yeah, but in a relationship, if they're not financially set, then they need to figure that out. Financial improvement is on the horizon. This is for you. And by the way, someone has their eyes on you. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. That's why you can't entertain people that are not in your frequency, because it doesn't allow other people or under energy to come in. Okay. You got to get out of your comfort zone. This is telling you that there may be someone here who's not only interested in you, but there may be someone who is interested in you and you haven't even looked in their direction because they're not the type of person you would actually go out with. But it may be a really good person who's going to know how to treat you right. You know what I mean? It may be someone outside of your number one comfort zone, or someone that looks or is different than what you're used to. So keep that in the back of your mind. And also this could also be talking about you too, especially with the boot. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. If you have a type and that type has not been working for you, or that pool where you keep looking is not working for you, then you need to do something different. Even if someone is in a higher economic status than you, doesn't matter. Okay? Reach for the stars and whatever those stars may be. Okay? It says financial improvement is on the horizon. And by the way, someone has their eyes on you. Stay focused. I talked about that during the reading, as the one who stands is what I was saying that about the Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy. It says here, stay focused because the universe is aligning in your favor. And again, you do have here success, but not so much about the success, but take a look at the stars. And you have the stars, which is night, and you have the sun, which is in the day. So day and night, allow yourself to continue to manifest here. That being said, wow, what a beautiful reading here, just Janelle. I want to thank you for your super, greatly appreciate it. We'll see what 2026 we'll see what 2026 has in store for you, but at least it's giving you kind of like, an overall energy here of what you need to continue to work on and let go, and what you need to continue to expand here within yourself in 2026. That being said, just Janelle, thank you so much for your super. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel with like-minded souls, your friends, family, loved ones, people who you feel may benefit from these channeled readings. And for those of you who joined me today and you and subscribe to the channel, I want to say thank you so much. Don't forget, even though you didn't get a reading today, you may be able to get a reading at a later date and time. Of course, as I always say, intuitive friends, sorry. Ooh, that was coughing. Intuitive friends, don't forget to share my YouTube link with like-minded souls. I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And as I always mention, there are different ways for you to support the channel. Take a look under my banner on my channel, and there you will be able to see my Instagram and all my other social media platforms. I am mostly on Instagram, so if you want to check me out there, please feel free to follow me there. In the meantime, take care, intuitive friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.